One thing about being Nigerian that nobody tells you, but you find out the hard way, is that any job you have or any business that you think is your full-time job, that's your side hustle. Your actual full-time job is being Nigerian. You didn't apply, you did not interview, nobody prepares you. You just have the job. Very tasking role, vigorously demanding, and it's not 9 to 5. It's 247, and you're always required to perform under pressure. Because the whole of yesterday, I couldn't work, fam. The job that pays my bills, I couldn't do it. Why? Because of the panic that comes with the full-time job of being Nigerian, living in Nigeria. So I say, let me make this video to publicly beg everybody that I'm owing delivery. I beg, have mercy on me. You know I do deliver. I like productivity, but because of the current state of my mind, productivity did not like me back. Yesterday it was getting to afternoon and I had not done any work, but I didn't want to be discouraged, so I told myself, Salem, there's still many hours left in the day. Trust the process. I did trust the process. The process did not trust me back. The process I should get out. But thank God today is another day to try again. Am I making any promises? I'll see what I can do. I just say, let me give updates. I'll see what I can do.
If you want to talk to me direct. Don't go through the corner.
The things are happening. Crazy things are happening.
Problem. Another problem.
My name is Asitonka Agri Abba, and channel is called Acid Darling because I'm such a darling. Hi guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel, Sugar Acid Darling. Thank you guys so much for clicking once again. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. And to all my OGs, you know what to do. Comment down below, let me know. Gang. Now, still in the midst of the elections and all the results trickling in, it has been a lot on my mental health. My anxiety level has gone up, but we move. That's the hope of every Nigerian, just to see a better tomorrow. But for some reason, Nigeria keeps happening to us any day, anytime. This particular story was sent to me a couple of days, or would I say about a week ago, to my DM, and it was just one person that sent it. Now, first of all, I want to put a disclaimer. We are not, when we talk about topical issues, we're not attacking anybody. We're not trying to cause issues in your home or whatever. These are like issues that probably are controversial, topics that have been on the internet, okay? I'm going to be playing 2 clips for you. It's about a bride's makeup session, and this is what is causing the controversy, okay? I want you to just watch it first. Let me know your observations, and then we trash it out, okay? So guys, watch it. Alright guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So basically, a makeup artist uploaded these videos. Okay, the first one, she said, our beautiful bride Zainab. If I'm to tell you the story behind her makeup, so 3 days before Zainab's wedding event, she starts, she had an accident on her face. She also she got almost 3 surgeries. She got almost 3 stitches on her eyebrows. Her sister called me narrating about the accident, about how the accident happened, and I was so shocked when she sent me the pictures of the bride's face. Inshallah, yeah, she said a prayer. I'll never disappoint. I tried my best. And yeah, so this is the outcome. First of all, I have to credit the makeup artist. Of course, her face came out well and nice, but you see, showing the before of the bride stirred a lot of reactions. A lot of people wrote a lot of comments. They were not buying it. People were like, what type of accident? Bawo? Domestic accident? Domestic violence accident? Please, my lovely sister, if it's not, don't be offended, but it triggered me. You're very beautiful. That was one comment. Somebody else wrote, you can lie to everybody else, but you can't lie to yourself. You and your people normally like to act slow and expect everybody to act slow with you. But this is 2023, not 1987. You've got some catching up to do with the new world. That woman was obviously hit by someone, and you're here covering up for them. Tell me about you've known her husband, and so what? Do you live with them in the private? So people's comments triggered makeup artists to pin a particular comment, and I'm going to read out the comment she pinned. So this comment is from somebody that has a beauty store. He said, all of you are mad. This is Arewa to be precise. You think it's everyone that lives a stupid lifestyle like you guys? We are cultured and have home training compared to all of you with the negative comments. Number one, she's a Muslim and a Northerner. She's not allowed to stay with her husband until after Nikah. Number two, our men have human feelings and are mostly brought up by queens. And so they are not monsters if you're so-called, like your so-called woke men. Number three, Islamically, women are loved, cherished, and cared for, not otherwise. Number four, this is the not. I mean, not. Them no born your papa, make you raise hand, beat woman, not to talk of fiancé. So you guys should take your bad energy far away. And Ashiri, Gogo, or whatever she's writing there. As if you don't know how, as if we don't know how you guys sell your birthright to men. And she sighed. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Like this comment section, let's just be reading everything first. So the makeup artist went on to defend. She said, sorry to interrupt. She was replying somebody's comment. But this wound is not what you think that caused it. She fell on her face and there was a medicated glass on her face. So maybe the bride was wearing eyeglasses. And that caused that's what caused the glass to cut her on her eyebrows. I've received lots of messages asking me it looks like domestic violence, but it's not what you all think. Okay, so that's what the makeup artist wrote. Another person replied and said, women would rather chew wet jeans than admit they are in an abusive relationship and leave. Talk about accidents in one eye. I beg. This you people story is sounding like blah blah in no jail. Somebody else wrote, looks more like she got beaten than an accident. But if she says it's an accident, then it's okay. Just know whatever the reason might be, your health, particularly your mental health, is in your hands. Are you guys following? So this is where it got tricky because people were like, okay, this thing is bringing a lot of reactions, conversations, side talk. And somebody now wrote to the makeup artist because you shouldn't have posted this, sis. You should have just posted the after. So guess what the makeup artist replied? It's the bride that suggested that I'm just doing my work. Let me know what you got from there. The bride knew it would bring this controversy. She suggested the makeup artist because anybody that is trying to cover anything, she would not even want you to put the before. But it's either she wants us to make it known, she wants it to be seen, or something else. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So someone else said, he nearly got her blind before the wedding. Now that he has married her, I pray he doesn't kill her. Guys, let me know all your thoughts in the comment section. We are going to be trashing these comments one by one. Now, let me start with the pinned comments that the makeup artist put. When the person was writing, all of you are mad, and then we are cultured, we have home training, she's a Muslim, she's not allowed to stay with, number one, all her points she raised. She said, number one, the lady is a Muslim and she's not allowed to stay with her husband until after Nikah. This your explanation only begs the question that she was probably, if we are going the beating route, let's start with the beating route, okay? So that we are not raising any conclusion. All these things is allegedly and we are still talking. So if we are going the beating route, looking at this her face, if you say she cannot stay with her husband, can she visit her husband? Because if she can visit him, he can still beat her, like, or punch her eye. That looks like a punch to the eye. Looks like I said, looks like. If it's not the husband, this your statement only suggests that it's either her father or her brother. If she's not staying or seeing her husband until after Nikah, it means this punch must have come from her own side of the family. Are people getting the flow? So it doesn't even conclude anything. You say, oh, we are human beings, we are brought up by queens. That's her second point. And women are cherished. I know that every religion is supposed to cherish the woman, But we cannot negate the fact that both Islam and Christians, there are women, there are people that are even pastors and imams that beat up their wife, beat up their daughters. I've said several times. There are people that there was one of my friend when she went for her antenatal where she even gave birth. The lady beside her, a Muslim lady, just a small girl, came in for stomach pain. Her sisters brought her, only for them to find out she's in active labor. This girl was pregnant 9 whole months. They didn't know, and I think she comes from a wealthy family. It got really messy. Luckily for that, my friend, she understands Hausa. She said that assistants now, the order was they should take care of it. And the girl was crying. The brothers came in, they were so furious. If not that people were gathered, they would have beat her up. Everybody was angry. Maybe they have preserved and kept her for a certain person. And then she has gotten pregnant for a university boy. Well, basically, she had to give birth to the child. They took the child away and they had to ship her back to her father's house in Kano or Katsina or one of those places. And nobody knows. Basically, that my friend was so much on the edge. She was like, she fears for the girl's safety. Most likely that baby might have been sent to an Amajiri school or whatever, and then they'll take the girl and probably find a way to bring her back to factory setting so that they can still marry her off or something, because the girl was wailing for her child, and all of that. So we understand that these stories happen on both sides of the divide. This your defense doesn't really fly for me. Guys, let me know your thoughts. And then she's saying this is the core nuts. They no born your papa will raise hand to beat a woman, not to talk of fiancé. So that is why I am also towing the line of, if you really think it's not the guy or you're fighting for the guy, it then means you're just opening up the space that allows us believe that this thing is from her own side of the family. Maybe she said something about not wanting to marry again, or just maybe she just did something small and somebody punched her in the eye. Either punch or elbow. The accident is not fall. This accident is maybe she walked into a door, the edge of the door hit her eye. But to say fall, I'm not buying fall. It's either elbow mistakenly, it cracked the glass and dented her eye, because she's light skinned, so of course it's to get bloodshot. But I'm just trying to get other angles. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So basically, she was saying that bad energy should go far away. The next one was where people were like, this thing is triggering, because the truth is, people that have gone through domestic violence, they know what it looks like. They know what it looks like. You can lie to everybody, they know what it looks like. You can, in fact, you can give us all your defense and everything, but people know what it looks like. So they're like, okay, it's triggering. And this one say you can lie to everybody, you can't lie to yourself. Then the part of the makeup artist trying to explain that this wound is because she had her glasses on when she fell down on her face. Now listen, when you fall down on your face, it's across board. Most likely the injury will be to her nose. If she doesn't fall flat on her face, it then means her hand broke the fall. It cannot be one eye. If not, it will be the entire side of that face. Do you understand? That eye that it's affected, it will affect the jaw. In fact, she'll probably have a cut on that side of the face. Please, all these people that work with trauma and accidents, you people should give us our angles, because no, I'm even more of the opinion that if they said she walked into somebody's elbow, like you're walking and maybe the person is really tall and the person just swung their hand back and it hit your eye, that would even sound like something. Do you get? But this one, I'm not really buying it. So somebody was like, of course, women rather chew wet jeans than admit that in an abusive relationship, because the makeup artist kept saying that she knows the both of them for 2 years when they have been dating. And somebody was like, why are you saying you know the both of them? Are you living with them? And another person said, okay, you know what? If she said it's an accident, just know that your health, your mental health, and your personal health is in your hands. And this is the part where it kind of made me raise flags, so to speak. Somebody asked the makeup artist, why did you post it? And she's like, the bride suggested I do. I feel if indeed this was domestic violence, the bride wants to have evidence on the internet. That is the only reason, because for you to go ahead to post your face with stitches, like nothing happened. See, I thought different angles. Do you understand? Like, she actually wanted it to be up there. Everybody knows that the kind of controversies it will raise and all of that. The last thing that she would even want is to raise that if truly there's nothing. Let's say whether from the husband side or the family side, she wanted this on the internet for a reason. If she told, because till now both videos are on the makeup artist page. If she told the makeup artist that she didn't want it up, that's a different situation. Remember, we did a video about an MC like calling the bride, the groom's attention, and he was on his phone. Apparently, the backstory is the MC posted that not like with their knowledge, and he now floated a narrative on TikTok, and they have called him to take it down. That's when you know that truly it's not, things are not the way they seem, you know. And for this one, for the bride to really want it to still be there, even with all this narrative, it's raising some flags for me. Oh, do you guys understand? It's raising some. It's like a silent cry for help, if at all. And remember, we are not just towing the angle of this was done by her husband. We're also looking at, was this done by somebody in her own family? That is also another part. Okay, so guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like we said, these stories are not to cause any chaos in your new home, but as we discuss topical issues on this particular channel, weddings, events, topical issues, and just normal societal issues. I'm not an expert, whether relationship, whether marriage. I'm not an expert. My conversations and theories and analysis are just more realistic than it is just siding an angle. Okay, that's why I'm like, okay, most likely, what if it's not the husband? It can be from also her family. And then let us look at it being an actual fall. Do you think that it will come out like this? Okay, I understand that accidents happen. That's why I said accident, like walking into the edge of a, what they call a cupboard, walking into somebody's elbow. That's why most times when I talk about wedding planning, I say please be prayerful, be careful. There are certain things, you know, even to the kind of things you need to use on your face. I'm very particular. I always tell people, don't introduce new products. Be careful of the product you use close to your wedding. Be careful of how you carry yourself, so that just all these injuries don't happen. Do you understand? So I'm also looking at those angles, and but most importantly, I just want to speak to people that are going through this. Like I always, for some reason, I've been drawing reference to the video I did with Daisy, because she asked a lot of questions that border on marriage scattering and us, our say, or our observations as wedding planners. And I will tell you that there's only so much people around you, your makeup artist, your event planner, can do. If you don't want salvation, you don't want salvation. Do you understand? There's nothing that comes up, only on very rare occasions, that will say, okay, we didn't notice any of this. He just started doing it after they got married, you know. So if indeed this is domestic violence, I beg you, she is such a pretty girl. Like even before the makeup, this girl didn't even need so much like gang, me. Like very light. She is too beautiful. Too beautiful. Too beautiful. I mean, the makeup artist did well. In fact, the stitches started looking like piercing, and it came out so well. But then, I really want to appeal to you. Using her case, if you have somebody, an auntie, an uncle, just pipe blue. Just pipe blue. Don't worry, we'll be okay. We've done a lot of cancelled events. As painful as it is, it's better than entering and finding out some things and needing to divorce and going through all those hell. Please, your health is important. Nobody should kill you for your parents. Nobody should kill you. And if indeed it's the angle of it's your parents that did this to you, congratulations, you're now in a new home. Hopefully your husband can now take over your well-being and protect you from those kind of family members, because indeed they exist. Yes, have family members that can do this to their own people. They exist. So it's not a situation of saying that that's not an angle. It's an angle because if they feel like they are supposed to marry you off to somebody and you wake up and you start giving them side comments, they can they know. We can't be lying to ourselves. Even within the Arewa community, they know the things that go on. Okay, so that aside, most of these, I've said it here before that some of their marriages within the elite system is mostly arranged. As arranged as it is, they have a formula. Most of them work. They work very well. So we cannot even fault it, because these marriages have produced more families that have more arranged marriages, and they found a way to go around it, and it has been working. But sometimes you have people that probably go to school, fall in love with another boyfriend that is not in the person that was betrothed to you, and then they have fallout with their families, and these kind of things happen. in that case, you most likely see this kind of beatings or whatever coming from the bride's family direct. So yes, that is also an angle that we can explore. But if it's your husband, my dear sister, you might just need to run, because I don't know, anything that makes you enter that house and give birth to 4 children, he might still leave you, because they are very notorious for also divorcing. So you become a divorcee with 4 children, and then you're back in the market, and it's just a lot. It's just a lot. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As usual, as Nigerians, we are hoping and praying. I think the results are going to be computed either today or later tomorrow. But March is around the corner, and March is my birthday month. Hopefully, everything is sorted before that, because I have a great surprise. We'll be going back to back. Hopefully, my consistency is up. I'm still in school, oh, men and brethren, but God is helping your faith. I'm getting a hang of the reading and programming. I think the whole thing is, yes, I know programming, I know my Python, my R, but the programming I'm doing right now is tough and it's just archaic, but God is just helping me somehow. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As usual, I'm your girl, Acid Darling. Please check out my other videos. I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.